Hello, hello, Alex, your host, and we'll be doing Watchalong, Atalanta versus Roma. But to start off, how are you guys doing today? I think it's been a while since I do a stream, as it's been a while. I believe it's yeah, my stream connection wise. Is it connected? Yes, no. I think this is my Wi-Fi. Hold up. We're connected. Should be connected. Yeah, it's reconnected. But yeah, Roma against Atalanta. You have Gasperini going back to his old club. He made Atalanta. As dedicated support. Actually, who's the sport director for? Who's sport director for Bologna now? Yeah, that's the sport director for Atalanta. Atalanta to Bologna. Of course, it'd be a good. It'd be a good watch. Yeah, it's quite a bit. But let's do a lineup. You look at Serie right now. It's 1-0, 1-1. Yeah, a bunch of 1-0s and 1-1s. 1-0 Milan, Cagliari. Cagliari 0, Milan 1. Como 1, Udinese 0. Genoa 1, Pisa 1. Sassuolo 1, Parma 1. Juve 1, Lecce 1. So, who to expect that? There's gonna be a 1-0 game. I think it'll be a 1-0 game. Move that. Welcome. You're new to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, guys, do a lot of setting stuff. Yeah, as well as a peak city ass right there. But I'm gonna go 1-0 Atalanta. Go 3-4-2-1 for both. Atalanta, Karnashevsky against Kolasinac, Jim City, and Scalvini are back three. Hold up. It's been a while since Scalvini's not injured. Last time I remembered, Scalvini injured. Yeah, a lot of injuries with Scalvini, especially in ACL, if I remember. Wing backs, Bernasconi and Zappacosta. Midfield pivot being Ericet and Darun. Front three, Zaleski, De Catalari, and Scamacca. Zaleski playing more of a 10. Huh. Yeah, one player I would like. Personally, Zaleski's like one of the players I would keep at Inter. Lookman is an AFCON, so can't do anything about that. But 3-4-2-1 for Roma. Villar in goal. Actually, one of Roma's best players. Hermoso, Jokovsky, and Mancini as your center backs. Your wingback be Wrench and Celik. Midfield pivot, Cohen and Cristante. And then there's the front three, Dybala, Sule, and Ferguson. I remember a time at Roma linked to... Yeah, Roma linked to Xerxes. They'll probably still go for him. I mean, January transfers are open. They're open right now. It's going to be. I think it'll be a close match. I think what Roma is. They haven't beaten a decent team yet. Actually, no. Look at the table. Roma haven't drawn a game in the league. So I'm gonna go 1-0. I'm gonna go 1-0 Atalanta. Because Inter hasn't drawn one. I think at some point Inter will draw a game. I would be surprised if Inter haven't drawn a single game. Just win or lose. I would be surprised. I know Roma are defensively solid. Much more defensively solid. And he does help me out with a goalkeeper like Svilar. Oh, I forgot. Timer. I never got a timer program on. Where? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I got managed to get a timer on before the game started. That's great. Just absolute great right there. I forgot a timer. But do some morning chores before I start stream. Get that out of the way first. And then you do yeah, we are off right now. Gasperini. Of course, it's Juric, and I wouldn't expect much. Juric, I expect the Roma win. But if it's because Juric supposed to be a Gasperini student. Yeah, you're supposed to be a Gasperini student. But it didn't seem to be the case. Yeah. I think my OB is a bit wonky now. But welcome to the stream. Yeah, we gotta start. Oh, Atalanta. They're all for a run. Originally, I think it's supposed to be home round yesterday. Because I was in my parents' place whole week. Like, okay. I got home a bit later than I thought. At one point, I really got wanted to do a quick check out my car. I was still plugging in when it's cold out, but if it's like -10, -14, yeah, -10, it seems like a bit of a struggle to turn my car on. I wouldn't be here if it weren't. Yeah, the roads are bad from going to one into another, one place to another. So you have a battery that's I'm not sure it's gonna be dead or not. It barely, the car barely started. I need to jolt it up a bit. Of course, you almost hit another. I almost hit another car. Oh well. Don't worry, my mom's not going to watch this stream. But oh well. I'm here and alive. I think that for yeah, Palladino, you can probably get something from Atalanta. I mean, he didn't get form for Palladino. Yeah, Atalanta a bit mixed right now. I remember. Yeah, its first game is against Napoli, isn't it? He's doing well in Europe. I mean, they should get. I think they could get top 8. I think they will. Hmm. Yeah, I think they. I think Atalanta will get top 8 of the UCL. Or Roma. Pass it. Come on. Oh, close. Ferguson got a touch of that. You got to shoot that. Extra touch. Yeah, yeah, I know there's off-ball moves for strikers, but I think there's also efficient touches. I believe that with Vinny, under Ancelotti's first season, Ancelotti told Vinny to take less touches in the box, get a box more often, and take less touches. Of course, he got second of Ballon d'Or. Surprised he didn't win it. Because Vinny's like one of the best players. With press, not how aggressive Atalanta are, so because Atalanta they can press. Atalanta can press man to man. Because I think it's very well known for Atalanta. In Atalanta, it's very well known. For Roma, you have Kone who can cover a lot of space. Cristante, he's more defensively solid. Yeah, Cristante more the defensive DM than a creative one. So if I know Roma, I think why those scoring is because most of their creative outlet. The Bala, go, go, good save. Oh, good save. What a mistake by Karszewski right there. What a mistake. Question is, where is the Celik? No, Roland Celik. Oh yeah, Dybala. But where are the no running? Where's the running? Where is the running? At corner? Was a ball? Levski? Oh, he's making a run. Pass it! Catalare. Like, it was wide open right there. Come on. Wide open. Yeah, Erson's wide open. Get someone to shoot. Yeah, get someone to shoot. Oh, he's like very efficient to shoot. Roma. Too many touches. Maybe clinical. Or the one touch shot. The thing about Holland is one of the world class trades. One touch can score. He doesn't need a lot of touches. Because I know for Atalanta, they can get creativity from Derun, Ederson, Zalewski, with De Catalare or Scamacca scoring. Scalvini can play the ball, so Roma. But I think for chance creation, Celik's seems a bit. I think Celik's a bit average in chance creation. Yes, I know. Oh, that for Roma missed a lot of chances, but chance-wise, yeah, create. I know for Roma, it's a front three, not Klinkko. It's of Evan Ferguson. Any reason why I don't score a lot of goals. But creative wise, where's the creativity going to come from? Because Atalanta wins, like okay, helps us help us out in the top four race. As they enter for top four because we're really in the rebuilding phase. We're just rebuilding right now. Huh? Catalari? Who's texting me? I got a text from mom. Tell my mom do it later. Got a match going on. My grandson would have forgot. Oh, Scalvini! Is it a foul? It's a foul. Is it a foul? Because I don't try to take it to replay again. It's a goal. It's a goal. It's of course a goal. But is it a foul? I know. You know what? Roma haven't been a decent team. It looks like a handball. It's a handball. I don't know. It looks like a handball. I was surprised. It's clear. It looks like a clear handball. It looks like a handball. A body there. Huh? Uh, handball. It's a handball. Looks like it. Like, oh, it looks for me like, okay, it didn't look like it touched the chest. It looked like arm first, and then just kicked it in. Oh, it looks like from my end. Like, I don't know, it looks like from my end. My end, it looks like like handball. Doesn't look. It's like I know Serie looks like he missed the ball. What do you need a VAR check? What? Huh? Scalvini got a goal. Huh? Huh? Uh, uh, how did it hand? You know, it looks like handball. Clear handball from my end, and just kick it in. Yeah, it's like 1-0. Oh, it looks like a handball to me. You know, handball, and then just kick it in. Just build up. You can't have a handball. Like, okay, okay. Yeah, Roma dropping points. They know that Atalanta, they defend man to man. Of course, you're Inter. You could probably just pass around, interchange positions a lot. Like, okay, Juve drop points. Yeah, Roma, actually Milan, actually Inter dropped points. When I was against Bologna, we're a boogeyman team, but we're at home. Gotta be careful. 'Cause right now, Roma are fifth. Yeah, Roma are fifth, if I remember. Yeah, right now. It's head to head, Juve are ahead. Yeah, I just realized that Roma haven't been a decent team. Wait, that's it's Roma. Lost to Milan, Inter, Napoli, Juve. Did they beat Como? I do not remember. Oh wait, they did beat Como. I mean, they beat Como. Bologna, they beat. What, Italiano. Early season Italiano. Yeah, I think there's the clear top 9. A clear top 9. Or there's Milan, Inter, Juve, and there's Roma. Como's up there. Bologna, Atalanta, Lazio. Be careful with Como. Still be careful with Como. Clear top 9. I think the top 9 of the Serie top 9 are quality sides. Of course, that's Swallow. We're underdogs. Go. Yep. I don't know. Oh, go. Oh, what a flick. Ederson. Levski. Ooh, miss. Levski close. Yeah, good counter by Atalanta right there. What? Oh, come on. Yeah, Zalewski would play in the left. Can you imagine if Kiva played the 3-4-2-1? I know there's some people who think it would play a back four. I know it's current certain tactical account who I think it's flip flopping. A certain tactical account flip flopping. Saying, oh, early season Kiva ain't it. Oh, we should like we acted like we had hounded Inzaghi out. But you know, he flip flop. Like Kiva doing a fantastic job. Like fella. Fella. Now you're seeing it. Now you're seeing it. Is it? Because now you're seeing it. It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like in a Club World Cup, our team's burned to the ground, and you got treated like preseason. Oh, it's almost like that. A quick go. Come on, Kolasinac. Good job. Yeah, again, the biggest hint is his third game, River Plate. Inzaghi ball, but more aggression. Stop subbing out players for getting yellows. It's one thing. Also with Aslani starting of all, yeah, Club World Cup with Aslani starting the entire her campaign for the Club World Cup. Hakan injured. Havard apparently doesn't want to be here. Like, okay. Let's send a quick text. Let's send a quick text. Yeah, it looks like injury. Warm up. Warm up. Is it? Scudetto. Yeah, Scudetto contenders Roma. Have drawn a single game. They think play back four. No, no, I don't see it. I do not see it at all. Maybe so, but maybe more likely back three. Back three, 3-4-2-1. Because I would like to see a back four. The thing about back three is, I think anyone got sick. I don't know. I don't know the meta for back four in the Premier League, La Liga, and the Bundesliga. Yeah, the meta. Yeah, 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1's meta. Yeah, 4-2-3, 4-2-3-1 is meta in the Premier League, La Liga, and the Bundesliga. Serie 3-5-2, 3-4-2-1 is meta there. Thing about the meta is, I have never seen. It only makes me wonder. People get sick of the 3-5-2, 3-5-2. Yeah, you can see the tribute. Gasperini. You see tribute. You see Gasperini. Gasperini banners. But yeah, it's very meta. I've never seen someone who watches the 4-3, 4-2-3-1 week in and week out say, "Oh, we gotta change it back three." I know people who see in back three quite a lot and want to go back four. I mean, I'm all for playing back four, but the problem is, Inter is really built for 3-5-2. Just because you play back four. One Bastoni DeMarco occupied the left back position. I was going to somehow make DeMarco our left midfielder. I mean, it's possible. Just based on our heat map. I mean, DeMarco defend less. Bastoni can play left back. Plays like more the inverted attacking wing back type. The thing, Bastoni plays left back. Just based on his heat map. Oh, yep. Oh, close. Kolasinac gone. Guess if we could play back four, I think it'd be Bastoni on the left. Maybe Bisek on the right. I think Bisek still has Bozo Gene. But I would like Palestra. Smaka, ooh, 2-0. Up 2. Skamaka. You know who does help with Skamaka being 6'5". Damn, Skamaka. Beautiful header by Skamaka. Beautiful header. I mean, it's like one of those cleanest headers I've seen. Like Skamaka without injuries. Like clear, like clean header right there. It's a clean header. Like wow, wowzers. Yeah, I think Atalanta. Can you imagine if Atalanta has look bin and you have Palladino who knows how to platform strikers? You know what? Yeah, in a year and a half or so. Yeah, a year and a half or so. A VAR check. I check for offside. I check for offside for that. Yeah, and one a year and a half. You think a year and a half? Think- Where's the offside? Can't you see from that end? Who's offside for that? It doesn't look like offside. I don't know. It looks like a terrible angle. Maka. Clear header. Like off. I can check. It's offside or is it out of line? Except ref. No, it's not offside. Is it offside or out of the line? It, you need a VAR check. VAR. VAR. Who's getting a? Is Palladino getting yellow? Huh? But did what? You didn't touch it. You didn't. You didn't touch the ball. You didn't touch the ball. It's not offside. It's not offside. That is not offside. Skamaka was clean header. Why does it look like? Is it just me? Why does it look like the ref's wearing a Roma kit? He's wearing. I don't know. He's not because it's probably the red, the Roma red and orange. Just look at that. The Roma wearing the Roma red and yellow. I guess close enough to orange. So I'm not colorblind or whatsoever. If I'm colorblind, I would struggle at drawing things. But again, I just like pick a color. I did pick a color. It's upside. No goal. Offside. Yeah, like, what is that? Offside. Okay. Like, it's like this ref. You're getting. How's that offside? Can someone help me out? How this ref? How's that offside? Okay, how is that offside? Oh, Billups offside, but yeah, Billups offside, but he didn't touch the ball. Uh, how is that offside? Skamaka didn't even touch the ball. Skamaka, yeah, Skamaka didn't even touch the ball. Oh, here we go. Foul. This ref. This ref is having an absolute stinker. An absolute stinker. Uh-huh. Yeah, ball play, but he didn't touch the ball. Skamaka. I mean, the class header by Skamaka, but still, how's that offside? Hmm. Yeah, someone help me out here. That sounds a rub. Yeah, it's be I think it could be 1-0. Yeah, I thought it's gonna be 1-0 or 1-1. 1-2. 2-0 would have been a surprise. Oh, but good. Here we go, Atalanta. They're up again. Tony. Yeah, they can run. Oh, didn't get that. I know that Atalanta is good to watch. Really Palladino. Yeah, play the ball quick. Here's what Palladino. You gotta play the ball quick. Mm-hmm. Didn't get that. Offside. Yeah, the amount of offsides. I think Atalanta are playing by get as many runners as you can. Of course, with a high line. I think Gasperini doesn't play the high line. They play a lot more compact. Yeah, Roma played a lot more compact. Dante to oh close. Kone and miss. I think for Atalanta. Yeah, Roma can cover a lot of space. It, defense centrally solid, defensively wise. Yeah, defensively they're solid in the middle. Yep. Actually, for halftime topic, I'm thinking of Allegri. They might actually win the Scudetto. What's the most scripted? Was it go 1-0 Cagliari away? I think it's in the script. Of course, that's how when he knocked out round 16 in Coppa Italia. I do not think it's offside. If I do uh, cross to Ketelare. Luck. Costa. I think that yeah, Atalanta will probably get a goal somewhere. Here I get in a 2-0. But it's a good watch for Atalanta. I yeah. Another thing is, I think my wildest take is in 1.5 seasons. I think Palladino will go to Chelsea. 1.5 season, I think Palladino will go to Chelsea. I know that Chelsea are in a mess, so I think it'll be a mess. It's like for Chelsea, I think that they are Inter or Milan, Oak Tree or Redbird, but in a much larger scale. Of course, for Inter, you're lucky you have someone like Beppe. But for yeah, Inter has someone like Beppe. Milan has someone like Tare. But ooh, good skill. Good skill by Scalvini. Scalvini, ooh. Yeah, Scalvini. Actually, with all the injuries, I'll take Scalvini. Right center back. Actually, think about it. In a back three, I noticed something in the back three. You have center backs making a lot more overlapping runs. That's what I noticed about the modern back three. Modern back three. You have defenders can make overlapping runs. Not just say it's not a back three where all three defenders stay in the back. It's a back three because the defenders are willing to make overlapping runs. You know, have Bastoni, Scalvini, there's Bisek also. Bisek, Akanji. Like Akanji has a passing range. Guys, will you take I don't know, does anyone watch AFCON? Actually, I was curious. Anyone watching AFCON right now? I'm sure that Morocco's like one of the teams to watch. One of the exciting teams. Like 8 minutes. Yeah, yes. Congratulations, shithousery, refs. 8 minutes. Congratulations, shithousery, right there. It's gonna be 1-0. Oh, yeah. You have the referees waste time wasting us. We have extra minutes. Referees look VAR check. A VAR check on offside, which is not offside, and handball, not a handball, which is a hand, looks like handball. Yeah, are we right around the point? Actually, because I think for halftime, I think I want to do combine 11. I'll combine 11 between Allegri. He's first. Good at the good at the run, and then there's Allegri right now with his team. Is for Allegri. That looks like a 4-4-2. I haven't watched Allegri during the Milan days. First stint, to be honest. But looking at the lineup, main starters, and then 3-5-2 Allegri. Because who do you think will get in the starting 11? I know for that's looking at that squad, the squad where Allegri won his first Scudetto in Milan. Catalari, Erison, Big Catalar. Because I know that for Palladino, he knows how. Hey, besides platforming strikers, he knows how to change things up in the second half. So I'll be careful. But yeah, looking at that 2010 11 team, I'm going with I'm gonna go with Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva, Sidor, Gattuso, of course Nesta. Won't be too bad. Of course, there's also Ibra. Make a combine 11. I'll try to make one. That's gonna be let's say 8 minutes. Go. Hello, Manga Vintage 12. How are you been doing today? Just noticed from chat. I just noticed from chat. Flipping through a lot of tabs and stuff. But how are you doing today? And thoughts of the match? Because I think, besides the scoreline being 1-0, I'll go. Oh, I didn't get that. Yeah, besides the exciting match. I know it's like 1-0 scorelines, but scoreline deceiving. It's a good match so far. I know yeah, it's a good match. Or I think that Palladino would probably change something. Because Palladino, he can platform strikers. I know how to change things in the second half. Do you remember those Roma Scudetto shouts? I think for Roma, they'd be at most fighting for top 4. By the looks of it. For a moment, I thought that. I think initially in the season, I thought the Roma would be fighting for a Scudetto because of Gasperini. Because with Gasperini, Atalanta, the difference between Atalanta and Roma is for Atalanta. Yeah, Roma, he should have like more resources. Oh, that's great. Because I think for don't have enough quality. I guess so. Because of depth wise. Because I know for Gasperini, he can actually squeeze out a lot of quality. Like perform. Yeah, Roma can perform. Like Gasperini can perform and platform a lot of players. Of course, I'm surprised that. Yeah, I'm surprised that for Gasperini, he's not scoring as many goals as expected. You have front three, Dybala, Sule. I guess Ferguson didn't work out. Oh yes, I am. I am an Inter fan. In fact, I should probably, if I do an Inter match, I should probably show up my original outfit, pull up my original outfit for that one, as I support Inter. You? Who do you support? I don't know, because looking at your name, Nemanja Vidic 12, I'm guessing United, right? Because I suppose it's something like United. They don't. I don't know. Which teams did Vidic play? I know United, Inter. But yeah, this is an Inter channel, Inter Serie channel. Hold on, let me. I want to do a draw board for this one because let's make a combined 11. It's of Allegri's first stint and Allegri right now. Think about it. It's Allegri top of the table right now. If I remember. Yeah, I'll take a look. Because on Allegri, you have Abbiati. You can see that. And then there's Mignon. You make a combined 11. Of course, I'm going to put Nesta and Thiago Silva. Nesta. I would actually no. If I make a combined 11, because I know that for the back four of Antonelli, Nesta, Thiago Silva, and Abate, I would Gabia. Nesta on the right. I'm gonna go 3-5-2 for that one. Oh, Unite and Inter. Oh, that's cool. Because if I go to some other team, it's gonna be a hard one for me. I'm a lot closer to Inter. That PL team, it's a tough one. I don't know. I don't feel anything with Man City and Chelsea. Arsenal, I don't feel anything about that. Don't feel a connection with the fan base for Arsenal. Liverpool, it's baby. United, if I want to suffer. Spurs, if I want to suffer, or just go through with vibes. I know there's Aston Villa. They're in good form. I mean, for Aston Villa, it seems sustainable with Unai Emery. Oh, don't choose United. Got it. Just pain. I think for United, I know the 3-4. I know Ruben Amorim. Like, I'm surprised he's not been sacked yet. I'm surprised because it's pretty obvious that 3-4-3 United don't have the players for that. I think they just don't. They're more of a back four side. Why the back three works in Italy is because you have at least a center back who can do the overlapping runs. I mean, for I mean, also for midfield, a midfield pivot of Bruno and Casemiro. I think, but Bruno, he's not fit for a midfield pivot. I think. You know, yeah, that's what I think. Bruno's clearly a 10. Because in a midfield pivot, you gotta cover a lot of space. Because Atalanta have Ederson, Roma has Kone. Yeah, creative and also creative. Also for wing backs, they need to know when to attack and when to defend. I know. Yeah, because you have DeMarco for Inter, Cambiaso. Who else for wing backs? Yeah, Barsaggi, up and coming wing back. Oh, don't have players. That's the reason why they brought Amram in. Is suffer until yeah, it was kind of strange. No point sacking, which is a surprise. They suffer. Yeah, because if he gets his style, I mean, back three could work, but I think he's a bit too stubborn for that. Until we get the players we need. So it probably what 5 years, 6, 7. It's gonna go the Arteta run, where there will be a clear ceiling. Because the front three is brand new, a brand new front three, pretty much. Cunha, Mbemo, and goes Shesko. Question is, who? I think that for United, they probably get someone who can cover a lot of space and also do the creative part. And they want more defensive. Probably. How's Kivu? What I think for Kivu, I mean, he's doing a decent job for me. Because he took over a team that's mentally and physically broken. Took over a team that bears the UCL, a physically broken, mentally broken side. I know the Club World Cup, they treat it like preseason. There are people who, oh, that's great, that's good. I for Kivu, my expectation for him is just get top 4 in Coppa Italia in the first season. Because I know that Sommer, Acerbi, De Vrij, Darmian, and Mickey, they all have a contract expiring this season. And I don't think we can move on from them right now. But I don't. So we got stuck with 5 players who would feeling for top 4. Kivu. Actually, notice I'm thinking about Kivu's compares early season to right now. I think it's been clear. It's clearly learning the game in a quicker rate than I expect. I think we, yeah, same. But I think the quality for top 4, it's very close. Let me look at the table. Because you have Napoli, Conte. He knows how to grind out results, and he knows the league very well. Same thing with Allegri, quality coach. Of course, Juve. I know Spalletti right now. I know they're pretty much no stability for Juve. No sporting project stability, but we're starting to get some stability. Roma. It's mid-season, if I remember. I know for Gasperini, I know he's a good coach for Gasperini, but I think there's a reason why his teams always burn out mid-season. I think that for Inter, they can. I know there are people question Latoro, Barella, and Bastoni, But these are the type of players that we can carry you a strong platform to or top 4, top 6. A strong platform for that. Now for Kivu, he's doing well with Bonnie and Pio. In fact, a lot of young players I think, will be platformed under Kivu. Because I remember, besides his 13 matches with Parma, he was in Inter's Primaveras, where he developed players. In fact, I think he knew Pio for quite a long time. I know that Luis Enrique, maybe he got be more brave. Juve is doing very well. Zelensky, clear improvement. In fact, I think he's been profiled correctly. Because we're seeing the Zelensky from Napoli, the one who can make final third passes, press resistant, take distance shots. Now think of it. I know Sucic. I would like to see some improvement from Sucic. Because one thing I noticed about Sucic is, I think there's a player there, can dribble, pass, but he takes a long time to warm up the game. All I know is that I think that Stankovic also. I know he's Club Brugge right now, but next season, I think that Inter should buy him back for 22 million. Have Hakan play for one more year. Actually, extend him for like almost a year, so that Hakan teach Stankovic. Imagine a midfield of Susic, actually Barella, Susic, Hakan, Juf, Stankovic, and Zielinski. It'd be, yeah, I think so too. I think for Acerbi, Acerbi and DeVry both are linked to Al Hilal this window. In fact, I'm surprised that Inzaghi wanted these players, even though there's 6 months left. 6 months left in their contract. Yeah, exchange Acerbi or DeVry for Cancelo. I mean, we've been linked to him because I know Dumfries injured until late March. I think that we probably make sure that Luis Enrique doesn't get burned out. And no, I don't trust Darmian for that. Who else? Yeah, there's a for transfer business. If we get a center back, I know Frattesi might leave also. So, yeah, be careful. Yeah, Frattesi might leave in January. Linked to Juve, if I remember. He may succeed, he may not. Who knows? But I think that Juve... Yeah, Frattesi is basically 7th choice right now. I think Juve is ahead of him. Between Juve and Frattesi is. Juve is more involved in the build-up. And can dribble. I think. Yeah, Juve can dribble. In fact, I think it's possible to build a 4-2-3-1 with Inter. I know that I know that probably either back four or maybe a back three next season. because I'm not too sure of that next season. It can be anything. Oh, lineup. It says I'm gonna do a lineup of Allegri's first Scudetto run and his current Scudetto run. Is either have Abbiati or Mignon. Of course, back for uh Antonini, Thiago Silva, Nesta, and Abate. Or back three of Pavlovic, Gabbia, and Tamori. For his wingbacks. Barzagli or Barzagli and Salamakers. Midfield. Van Bommel, Seedorf, Gattuso, and Kevin Prince Boateng. Or a midfield of, I think, Modric, Rabiot, and Fofana. And then a front two of Ibra and Robinho. I was like, yeah, it looks like the game's going to start. All right, hurry up. Our wing backs. There go Salamakers or Abate. I guess for, is it either Salamakers or Abate? Of course, Robinho. Oh, wait. Who's that? Yeah, so. Hurry up. One of these two is a lineup. Hold on, let me switch back to my Watchalong tab. Gotta start. Yeah, I'll start at 30-second mark. I started at 30-second mark. But yeah, the lineup's basically, because I think Milan will actually win their 20th Scudetto this season. I don't know, it's very scripted. Given that I know that there's scripts like what is it? Getting knocked out of round 16. I mean, Inter won a Scudetto, knocked out round 16, the Coppa Italia, and then Napoli knocked out round 16 against Lazio. Milan knocked out round 16 by Lazio also. So okay. Also, the score lines: 1-0 away win against Cagliari. I'm all for it. I hope so. I think for Milan, one Modric injury and it's over for Milan. But yeah, I hope so. Yeah, one Modric injury from Milan's over for them. Because I do not think their midfield can function without him. But for Inter, I think their biggest challenge is if they can beat a decent team. Oh yeah, definitely. Modric's definitely carrying the midfield. But yeah, but for Inter, we have to learn how to be a decent team. I know that is Juve and Napoli away, where we don't even. Yeah, Juve and Napoli away. We don't have a good record against them at their ground. But let's hope we can reverse that. Oh. Modric, getting carried by him. I'm surprised he can playing DM. I thought he was going to be playing more the right side center. Yeah, I actually thought at preseason it's going to be something like Ricci is our DM, Modric is the right. I guess Fun on the left. Actually, Rabi on the left. All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Forza Inter. don't forget to like, subscribe. But thank you very much. Thank you. But yeah. Yeah, Modric. You can carry by Modric. Yep. Salah. Corner. It's gonna be 1-1. Oh, for Ferguson. Ferguson. Yeah, Milan. Be careful. One Modric injury is over for Milan. Look at replay. Just look at replay. Looks like apparently handball. Actually, another thing is, what I don't get, there are some people in the PL, in the Premier League, think, oh, Serie A is for Finnish players or Premier League rejects. Because they performed there with, Rasmus Højlund. Because, Rasmus Højlund, well, for one, is Conte. Conte, he knows how to platform, have players. He probably knows how to use them properly. And a guy like Nkunku, well, Nkunku only had 2 goals and one of the penalty and another tap in. And I'm gonna have a conversation about Evan Ferguson. How's he doing? How is he doing? Oh, I'm reading another news. I'm reading something also on Twitter. Valentin Carboni, the fella that's supposed to be in Genoa, but didn't get enough playing time, going to Racing on a loan, 1 year loan. For Carboni, I think that career has become very very unlucky. Marseille on loan, get a long term injury. Or he did show up for big matches. I remember time against Ura Red Diamonds where we need to get a win. Like, okay, we got that. Mm-hmm. Oh, good. Yeah, Racing on with Racing. Yeah, it's the president Diego Milito, if I remember, former Inter Trouble winner, former Inter player and Trouble winner. But he's an Inter legend, if I remember. It's something good. Oh, yep. Go, go, go. Roma. Creative. Come on, bro. Hey, I have Evan Ferguson up front. Oh, yeah, another thing. How's Simicas doing? How's Simicas doing? You know, Prem proven Simicas. He's getting set on the bench for Roma. Yeah, or Simicas. How's he doing? Oh, I'm surprised Wesley. No Wesley. Yeah, Wesley is really their best player. Their best wing back. Yeah, where is Simicas? Yeah, how is he doing? Roma. Bench. Yeah. Yeah, how's he doing? Because when I look at Simicas, they even have a conversation about Simicas, so-called premier proven player, sitting on the bench for Roma. You know, he's prem proven, right? He should be starting. But agenda for these PL cards, whatever. Yeah, are we gonna have a conversation about that? Is it just whole double standard? When a Serie player does well in the Prem, it's when a Serie player does well in the Prem, it's like, oh, they act like they unearthed a hidden gem. I can see that with Malik Chow and yeah, with Malik Chow, Douglas Luiz. But when Prem player is doing well in Serie, I like, oh, it's because the Prem's a lot harder. Like, like make it make sense. Double standards right there. Go. Mhm. Roma. I don't think Atalanta are capable of defending. But when is the last time they kept a clean sheet? I don't kept a clean sheet. Oh, they didn't. They didn't against Chelsea. I thought they did. No, they kept a clean sheet against Genoa. It's a last minute header. Yeah, I don't know, it's Fiorentina. Fiorentina being Fiorentina. You know, I think that yeah, honestly, I think that I thought sacked Jurich a bit too late. Or they should have hired Palladino. I remember Palladino being yep, Galvini. Roma haven't been a decent team. You know how they laugh at Inter having like more losses? Like 4 losses, they laugh at that. Yet, is anyone having a conversation about Roma having 7 losses right now? Or does or the higher standard? Because I know Inter are rebuilding right now. Clearly rebuilding. Wait all year. I think that would be interesting. Yeah, second half would be interesting. Given that the Inzaghi automations, less Inzaghi automations, more of Kivu, how he wants to play. I mean, it shows signs of how Kivu, more aggressive, vertical, direct, vertical plays, direct. That's how Kivu. What? Yeah, Ferguson off, Dolphic on. You know, Gasperini. Yeah, basically, Atalanta. I think they've been a half decent team. I know the Kivu like have that, but you know, Juve we don't win in the Allianz that often. If I don't remember the last time, like, Napoli, what since what started 21st century, only have what 2 wins, 3, if I remember, actually 2 wins in the Maradona. That's when Napoli finished 7th and 10th. Of course, you have, but yeah, Napoli. We're Napoli at home. I think I'm also gonna be a draw. Since Conte, he has our number. Like Conte in the touchline, has never lost against Inter. Hopefully, we can change something. Because one of the worst things is having Napoli do a double on us. Because with yeah, McTominay and Labaca. Yeah, I think at midfield pivot, McTominay and Labaca is more balanced than Bruno and Casemiro. Because Labaca can actually control play. Labaca controls play. McTominay can cover a lot of space. In fact, both of them cover a lot of space. McTominay's more for the for the opposition half. Labaca's more for the own half. That's what I think. Because McTominay can crash into the box. Of course, I also include with Napoli a pacey front three. Horland being used properly, not as a striker who just waits, camps inside the box, but more of a striker who makes runs. Of course, you have Noah Lang, David Neres. They can run. I also know Politano. All time bench. In fact, that doesn't make it worse. Inzaghi lost Scudetto with Politano starting week in and week out. Also with Juan Jesus, Di Lorenzo. In fact, the Napoli team Conte had right now is better than last season. Like, what excuses? That's worse. I know it's Conte. Know the league very well. But Conte, better squad than he had a much better squad right now than last season. Last season, he was starting Politano week in and week out. Juan Jesus week in and week out. Di Lorenzo, Mario Rui. Also, Varshelia gone. Oh, yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, 3-1. Pass it. Oni. Ooh, miss. Miss. Very, very miss. Bad is a bad miss. Very, very bad miss. Actually, another thing, if Kiba does win the Scudetto, I think he will be a very special coach. Because in Serie, there are not a lot of foreign managers who won the Scudetto in the 21st century. So far, only Sven Goran Eriksson and Jose Mourinho. That's only two foreign managers. With Kibu, if he does win Scudetto, it would have been very, very special. And watching Roma try to create chances is something. Roma, no subs available. Oh, oh, good defending. Yeah, oh no, wait, still substitutions. What's the graphic doing? What's the graphic doing? Screwing me over like that. Oh, fuck it. Like, absolutely fuck this graphic. Yeah, fuck that graphic. Oh, Catalare. Very good player. Yeah, I think it's like more of Atalanta finding a place for him. I think in Milan, he had big runs. Got like 3-1. Like, look at that. The Catalare. You know, Milan. How, Maldini's signing. But, what's he? He's been playing very well. And Atalanta, but not Milan. Perhaps used improperly. As not Pioli. people say Inzaghi ain't it. But no, Kifu ain't it. Maka block. You see, I think Juve, they're going to be in form. They're in good form right now. If I go top four, yeah, Milan and Napoli are locked in. Eh, maybe Inter, Roma and Juve definitely fighting for top four. Como, I wouldn't underestimate them. The Coppa Italia, I would like to win that one. The team is still rebuilding. What's the one thing I think most fans won't admit is that Inzaghi actually built the foundation of Inter, built the foundation for how Inter want to play right now. I know that Kivu, I know that it's going to get embarrassed, but the tactical foundations still Inzaghi. Passing drills, you have the passing drills. Maybe a lot take more risk, more aggressive. Yeah, that's I think the difference between Kivu and Inzaghi. Of course, probably a platform for young players. Rotate a lot more. Yeah, this season seems like a transitional season. Sommer gone, De Vrij or Cherby gone to Al Hilal. Actually, Dumfries might be gone also next season. Go for swap Dumfries for Palestra. Thuram might also be gone too. Less Thuram. Maybe go for Giovanni from Verona. The other team's really built for a 3-5-2. But I would like to try something new. Got Juf, Abrellas, Susic, Zielinski and Juf, Hakan and Stankovic. I'm all for that. Of course, actually no. 4-2-3-1 is plausible. I know Bonnie used to play for as a 10. Latoro is a false 9. Maybe Latoro up front and Bonnie as a 10. Or Pio up front. Salvini's very injury prone. That's Scalvini is. Yeah, when he gets older, I think the injuries are going to be a lot worse. How old is he right now? I think he can go survive through one bad injury, but second one, you'll be surprised. Yeah, he's 22 right now. 22 right now. But getting but with the injuries, you hope that you hope that he doesn't fall apart. It's like going to be string cheese in 5 or so years. That injuries, this many injuries early on, it's like going to be string cheese. Let's get that. That's 7. That'd be a short time. It's all for Atalanta. They have quality players, but I'd be concerned buying them. Barcelona's from the youth system, but yeah, I know Barcelona's from the youth system. But how many Atalanta players do well after leaving Atalanta? Actually, another thing is, oh, Lukaku did well in Serie A, but he did poor in the PL. Oh, for one, Lukaku had over 100 goals in the PL in the Premier League. Then we talk about that. Also, anyone talk about Lukaku in his second stint at Inter? It's like everyone talk about that. Second stint, Lukaku, where he was constantly injured. Of course, we backed him. Hope he does well. Hope he finds form. Anyone talk about that? Or is it just a Conte thing? Oh, it's only first script. It looks like this ref. Okay, this ref is actually awful. You know what? This ref is actually this ref is actually absolutely awful. You know what? This ref is actually awful. This and he's a ref for any intergame. Stay away. Please stay away. In fact, I think the ref would get, in Italy, a ref would get suspended for having a poor performance. Maybe sent to Serie B. But that's horrible. I know Italian refs not the best, but at least there's the repercussions of being horrible. Actually, ref is actually straight awful. This ref is actually awful. Yeah, this ref. You're not ref new games. This referee that's straight up off. Yeah, Roma absolutely toothless. I don't think the subs even did anything for Roma. Because are still creating quality chances? No. Exactly. They're still getting carved up. I know that's yeah. You can have like oh yeah, Cancelo. I do not want to. It seems like Lookman Saga over again. Hopefully not. Hopefully not Lookman Saga. Though we waited so long for Lookman that we missed out on other transfer targets. I mean, Lookman would change the game a lot, given that he can take advantage of Atalanta of Inter or I think Atalanta having problems with the board with Lookman. Atalanta board having problems with Lookman. And he wants out. Like, okay. We take him. Only for that move to falter. Inter 140. Atalanta 150. Is it 8 minutes? That final change. Because Roma, they don't have an attack. Linked to one. I know Milan already have Nicholas Falkridge. You'll say he will flop, but it's West Ham. It's West Ham. When was the last time West Ham knows how to use a striker? Yeah, foul. When was the last time West Ham knows how to use a striker? West Ham. A talent graveyard for strikers. United is a talent graveyard. United talent graveyard. Chelsea. So much raw talent, but don't know how to use. Also, basically Oak Tree Redbird in a much larger scale. No, you have players who there are not a lot of leaders. You count of course it's Reece James, but I need more than that. Of course it's Reece James for being a leader. But yeah, he's not getting injured too much lately, so that's good. Dimcast blocked. Bala Bicycle missed that. Yeah, Carboni's off to Racing. We can get some game time. Yeah, the force records wouldn't be too bad. Looking at hindsight, it's because we're not playing 3-5-2 anymore. We can move to the 3-4-2-1 if needed. We do have players who can play the 10. Or we can play Zielinski and Jupe higher up. And have a midfield pivot. Actually, yeah, if we assume we only have one striker, like Pio, we can probably play higher up. Jupe and Zielinski. And have a midfield pivot of something like Susic, Barella. Oh, referee's blame for everything. Referee's blame for everything. You know, it's the most Serie thing. Oh. Mm-hmm. That's it. Guess I think Mickey be phased out. I think most of super sub. But defensively, Mickey does well by covering a lot of space, but covering a lot. Uh, yeah, this is 1-0, 1-1. Okay, 0-0, no. At least this game is actually good watch. Corner, corner. It's actually good job. Huh? Challenge. Ooh, a foul. Huh? What? It's Yeah, this assistant referee straight up awful. What was the referee doing? They hit by something. Yeah, he's like Cancelo. I, yeah, my concern about Cancelo is Cancelo is he didn't. There's a reason why he falls off with every coach in every. Yeah, he falls off with a lot of coaches. Tons of player, but falls off a lot of coaches. This one loan the most. I do not want to bring Cancelo permanently. Is it bound to happen? Maybe in a world. I mean, we'll get get a wing back right now. Given Dumfries probably out, and Luis Enrique, I think he'll be burned to the ground. Hopefully not. He's playing week in and week out. Given that he's a pretty much only right wing back option. He's where Enrique. I know there's a player there. Player there, but he plays like the badge is too heavy for him. It's not like he's playing stinkers as in a stinker as in hides doesn't hide behind the build up. In 5 minutes. A bunch of draws. Yeah, I think for Palladino, my take is that I think that Palladino would be managing Chelsea in season and a half. Season and a half later. I think so. Where they go to Chelsea. Given Chelsea's Italian hair. Yeah, Chelsea does have a heritage with Italian coaches. Yeah, they have intelligent. They have a heritage. You know. Go. Apollo, good. Alright, Seshi, waste time. Maya. It'll play. It'll play. It's all a play. L. You don't waste time. Yeah, you like front three. Yeah, like have time. Yeah, every time New Year's. Yeah, at Thursday, where it's like 0-0, 0-0, 1-1. Actually, 3-0 matches. Can we make it two? Come on. Can we make it? Can we make it 2-0 at least? Yeah, Serie, right there. This is peak Serie right there. Yeah, peak Serie. Peak Serie. Yep, there we go. 1-0 fucking FC. Yep, Serie right there. Congrats, Serie. Yep, right there. Yo, Serie, hold my beer. Right there's peak Serie. 1-0. You know what? This is the one most 1-0 thing. All right. I know the full time right now. Atalanta. I'm gonna put something on Twitter. Atalanta 1, Roma 0. You know, Roma still haven't beaten a decent side. Still haven't beaten a decent side. I was Atalanta. I was Atalanta. I never thought I'd see it against a half decent side. A team worse than Inter against a half decent side. Yeah, hold my beer. Hold your beer moment. But I'll say before I end the stream, thank you for joining the watch along. I think you're a great audience. Great audience, by the way. Don't forget to like, subscribe. I don't know what else is there. Tomorrow, I'll be doing a watch along. Inter against Bologna. Hopefully not a stinky 1-0. Hopefully not. This is actually funny. 1-0, 1-0, 1-1, 1-1, 1-1, 1-0. Alright, thanks for watching again. Bye everyone, see you soon.